Good morning, students. Welcome to your EVS class. This is reading session 2. We are reading the chapter organ system that help us move. What you have to do? You have to listen it carefully and after that read one or two paragraph and send to me on my WhatsApp number. Before it, we have read the skeleton system, the skull, about the spine and the rib cage and the joints. Today we will start with the muscular system. Okay, so let us begin. The muscular system. The job of the muscles is to contract to make different parts of the body move. There are more than 600 muscles in our body. Some are attached to the bones by cord-like things called tendons. There are muscles in the walls of our heart, stomach, windpipe and food pipe. They are not attached to the bones. There are muscles in our face too. They make us frown, smile, raise your eyebrows and so on. Place your left hand on your right upper arm. Bend your right forearm at the elbow and move it upwards. Do you feel something hardening under your left hand? It is a muscle contracting to pull up your arm. Sit on a chair of your thigh just above your knee as you straighten your leg. Do you feel something moving? It is a muscles contracting to pull up your leg. When a muscle attached to a bone contracts, it pulls the bone and makes it move. Muscles generally work in pairs. If a muscle attached to a bone contracts to pull it up, its partner contracts to pull it back down. Also, when one muscle contracts, its partner relaxes. Types of muscles. The muscles attached to your bones are called voluntary muscles. To do something, voluntary means to do something according to one's own wish. The voluntary muscles work according to our wishes. They contract when we want to move. Involuntary means something that happens without our knowledge or wish. The muscles in our food pipe and stomach contract without our knowledge. They help to make food go down and be digested. They are called involuntary muscles because they do not follow our wishes. There are involuntary muscles in our heart, eyes, and many other organs. The nervous system. The brain is the control center of our body. It weighs just about 1 kg, but it controls everything we do. It gets messages from all the sense organs, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. It understands these messages. Then it sends message to the muscles all over the body, telling them what to do. The brain also watches over all our internal organs and tells them how to work. Nerves are like long thin wires. They carry messages to and from the brain. You can think of them as telephone wires carrying messages between the brain and the other parts of the body. Right through the center of the spine runs a thick bunch of special nerves. This bunch of nerves is called the spinal cord. The spinal cord is protected by the spine. It acts like a small brain and is connected to the different parts of the body by nerves. It tells the body what to do when we need to act quickly. For example, it may tell your hand to move away when you touch something hot. The brain, a spinal cord, and nerves make up the nervous system. Keeping fit. Here are few things you should to look after your body. First, exercise to lose fat and to make your muscles strong. When you exercise, your muscles need more food and oxygen. The heart sends this by pumping more blood to the muscles. The muscles grow thicker and stronger using the extra food and oxygen. Bones become stronger and joints move better with regular exercise. Third, exercise also helps breathing and the circulation of blood. When you exercise, your heart and lungs have to work harder. This makes the heart stronger and keeps the lungs fit. Fourth, it is very important to keep your back straight when you stand, sit or walk. That is the way your muscles and bones feel most comfortable. If you do not keep your back straight, you may get ache in the back and neck. You may also get a permanent stoop. Your foot has an arch or a curve. This keeps a part of the foot off the ground and helps you walk and run. Take a print of your foot on a newspaper. Tell your parents if your foot does not have a proper arch, they may consult a doctor. People as who do not have a proper arch find it difficult to walk or run for long. Okay, okay, thank you.